Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all will be fit and fine. Okay, let's start today's session. And today we will discuss about the chapter number 7. We are going to start chapter 7, and the name of the chapter is Soil. Okay, let's start the chapter. Okay, then first we will discuss about the term soil. What's the meaning of the term soil? Then soil is the uppermost layer of the earth crust, right? On the surface of the earth, the uppermost crust that is called the soil. This is an important natural resource, right? This is a natural resource which is the again source of many of the things. As we get agriculture, clothing, shelter, medicines, and other many more things we get from the soil, right? So finally we can say soil is an important resource, and we can smell it in the rainy seasons when the first rain is there. Then the special fragrance is there, earthy fragrance that is of soil, you know. Okay, then this is a source of main thing. This is a source of our food items and many more things, as I told you. Okay, then soil teeming with life. What's the meaning of this statement? It means there are a number of the organisms which live over it, और जो उसमें घूमते रहते हैं, जो उसमें चारों तरफ इधर उधर जाते रहते हैं, तो it is rich in many of the microorganisms as well as the other organisms, right? Then one day during the rainy season, Paheli and Bujo observed an earthworm coming out from the soil. Paheli wondered whether there were other organisms also into the soil. Let's find out. Okay. Then children, there are many more organisms live into the soil as uh, many creature as the bacteria and fungus, algae, protozoans, and many more are there as ants, beetles, centipedes, rabbits, mole, are some other animals also which live into the soil. And these all creature which are showing here, they help in enriching the soil also. They as bacteria, algae, protozoans, they help in improving the fertility of the soil. How? How they increase the fertility of the soil? Then they increase the fertility of the soil by decomposing the organic matter. They decompose the organic matter and mix it into the soil, right? And next is the fixing of atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrogenous compound, right? This is also the function of the microorganism. And some worms and insects also help in improving the fertility of the soil. And earthworm, these earthworm are called friends of the farmers. Why these are called friends of the farmer? Because they ingest the soil, वो soil को खाते हैं, then they excrete it, right? And after digesting, when the soil it goes through its alimentary canal, then it becomes digested, and now this digested organic matter is good for the soil, right? So simply we can say worms also help by borrowing the soil as moles, rabbits and centipedes and some beetle earthworm. They makes a hole into the soil and so that the soil become aerated also. है ना? And if soil is aerated, then this is a good soil, and it means in that aerated soil plant can grow very well, है ना? The roots of the plant can penetrate in that aerated soil easily, and oxygen is also available for the breathing of this root, है ना? जब रूट जो होती हैं सॉइल के अंदर जाती हैं तो वहाँ उन ब्रीदिंग तो पूरी प्लांट बॉडी में होती है, एंड द बॉडी विच इज इनटू द एयर तो डायरेक्टली ब्रीथ कर रही है, बट द बॉडी विच इज इनसाइड द सॉइल उसे भी तो ऑक्सीजन चाहिए, तो वो ऑक्सीजन कहाँ से लेगा? दैट दीज रूट्स विल टेक द ऑक्सीजन फ्रॉम द सॉइल, तो फॉर दैट सॉइल में एयर होनी चाहिए, उसके लिए गैप्स होनी चाहिए, तो दीज एनिमल्स आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर मेकिंग द गैप्स इनटू द soil, or simply we can say to make the soil aerated, right? Okay. Then I think now it is clear to you. And next we will talk about the components of the soil. Components of the soil. To observe the different component of the soil, we will perform one activity, and in this activity we observe the different components, right? For that we need one glass, and we need the soil, and if it will be the garden soil then it will be good, and some water, right? Then we will take a glass and fill it with the water. Water is filled in it, and now put some soil. You have to put some soil into it, collected from I told you, if it is from the garden then it is more good. And then stir its components, you know, the contents which are present in it, then you have to stir it. Then if leaves are there, then remove the leaves. And when the particles settle down, the different layers showing the various component of the soil are formed. Now see the observation. You can see the bottom layer is made up of the heavy particle. This layer is made up of the heavy particles of the gravel. ठीक? These are the gravels. And the layer above it consists of the sand particle. This layer is of sand particle. And the layer which is above it, this is clay particle. Above, that is a layer of silt is distinctly seen, followed by the layer of the turbid water. This upper layer is the turbid water, and the topmost layer, which you can see here, this layer, the uppermost one, this one, it is having the lighter particles of humus. Right? So finally, we can say how many layers are there? One, two, three, then four, and this one is five. These are the main three types of the soil, or the three component, not the types of soil, three components: gravel, then sand and clay, and the fourth one most important, which makes the soil good, that is the humus. Is it okay? Okay. Now see the next one. Now the next is Paheli is asking one question. Is it the question? No. I let's see. I wonder why I found some pieces of the plastic articles and polythene bags in the soil sample collected from the roadside and the garden. Okay. Then you all know about this. है ना? Plastic particles are there, polythene bags are there, है ना, in the roadside as well as the garden soil. So this is called soil pollution. This is called soil pollution. If soil is contamination of soil by the presence of man-made chemicals, other non-desirable substances as the polythene bags, plastic articles, and other things also may be there, then this is called soil pollution. So it is to this we can say it कि that soil is polluted. Excessive use of the pesticides. You know pesticide, what's the pesticide? Pesticides are the chemicals which are used to kill the pest, है ना? Insecticides and fertilizers, if we use too much into the soil, then also soil become polluted, right? And the next is if untreated sewage water, है ना? If untreated sewage water is directly sewage water, if we throw this water into the soil, then also that will also pollute the soil. And plastic waste does not decay, hence the it also pollutes the soil. It takes approximately 500 to 1000 year to decompose, है ना? तब तक तो soil में ऐसे ही पड़ा रहेगा. And because plastic is the impermeable for the soil as well as water. अगर plastic यहाँ पर पड़ा है, sorry, air and water, not soil, air and water, then air भी इससे नीचे नहीं जा सकती, and water also cannot go downside. That's why the soil which is beneath this plastic, that will be infertile, right? That will of not use, and microorganism and other other animals, worms, insect, they will also not grow in the soil. So the soil will become barren, है ना, खराब हो जाएगी. So these all are the issues which are responsible for the pollution of the soil. Now see what is written here. Polythene bags and plastic pollute the soil. Also kills the microorganisms living in the soil. I told you. That is why there is a demand of ban of polythene bags and plastic. Other substances also pollute the soil. A number of the waste products can, yeah, we use this soil for making the toy pots because this soil is, it absorbs the water and it retains the water, and जब हम इसे बनाते हैं तो it's easily stretchable भी होती है, we can mold it into the different shapes. That's why clay is used for making pots and toys which are sold into the markets, right? Then this was all about today's topic, and this is enough. Okay, bye and have a nice day.